laughing too deep in the
I literally thought it was a hypo. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Wonder Woman Wednesday. I'm Jared, and today I am going to be discussing Wonder Woman's Incredible Rogues Gallery. Because here's the thing. Oftentimes, when people talk about Wonder Woman, they talk about how she doesn't have any good villains. False. That's one of the critiques that people levy against her. The other one is that she doesn't have that many good stories. I did a video on why that's objectively false, and I should have a link to it in the description or up here. But so I wanted to do one about the villains. And so I picked like 5 of my top villains for Wonder Woman that all pretty much actually are reflections of her, at least in my opinion. So let's get down to business. So number 1 is Dr. Psycho. Dr. Psycho is a little guy, and he has the powers. He basically has mind control / I guess like hallucination powers. And he was the villain in like one of the first issues of Sensational Wonder Woman, where he had Wonder Woman in some type of what's the word? So some type of hallucination where she was married to, basically what Tom King did with the Sovereign and the Last of Our Lives is pretty much that, which kind of makes you wonder. But anyway, it's one of those. He's one of those interesting villains that I'm like, oh, okay. And plus, he's a raging misogynist, and that kind of reflects Wonder Woman's like feminist like origins and that like that feminism component of the character, because she counters that. That's one of the things that she stands against. Plus the fact, like I said before, when it with like Superman, when it comes to villains for like the god level like power individuals like Superman, Wonder Woman, even Green Lantern, I like villains that they can't exactly punch, that they have to find other ways to fight, because obviously Wonder Woman can't punch Psycho. I mean, I know she has before, but my point is he requires more than just a punch in the face, because he's like a psycho, in other words. So for lack of a better term. Number 2 is Grail. Grail is the daughter of Darkseid and an Amazon named Marina Black. What's interesting about this one is, so she's like around the same age as Wonder Woman, and she was born the same day as Wonder Woman. And the thing that I really like about Grail is not only is she like the daughter of Darkseid, because I really love Darkseid, is the idea that she is a dark reflection of Diana. Like if there is a character that's like Wonder Woman's Reverse Flash, in that the character is like an inverse, it's Grail to Wonder Woman. Now, but when I say Reverse Flash, I don't mean like her like chief nemesis. What I mean is that it's the idea that she is like the anti-Wonder Woman, in other words. And they've done like a lot of cool stuff with her, like in Darkseid War, or even the that was one of the good arcs from Rebirth that I actually enjoyed very much. But so they've done some cool stuff with her. Third is Silver Swan, Vanessa Capitalis. Now, as you guys know, when I did the video on my favorite Wonder Woman characters, Vanessa was on there. It's because Vanessa was, at least in the Perez run, one of the first people that Diana met when she arrived in Man's World, bringing Steve home. And Vanessa was like the daughter of like an archaeology professor or like a Greek history professor. I forget which one. She was like a little sister to Diana. Then later on in like the Wonder Woman lore, they turned into Silver Swan as a villain. And what I like about this one is that this brings into mind Wonder Woman's empathy. And in that, yeah, she is a hostile when she's like as Silver Swan, but she's also someone very important to Diana. And I feel like that level of like mercy and such is one of the things that's like part and parcel to who Diana is. Because even the crowd of Wonder Woman fans that don't like her focusing on the warrior side, this is the villain to focus on the peace-loving, more empathetic side. And then you get to Ares. Ares is like the god of war. And what I like about that, again, he's the reflection of Wonder Woman, because Wonder Woman's a peacemaker and she's a diplomat. Granted, as I've said before on many shows, she is willing to fight. But the cool thing about Ares is that he is like the extreme of that. And plus, what's kind of fun is that, at least in the Azzarello run, I'm not sure if this particular component is canon anymore, but he trained her. Ares actually trained Diana. So that actually is really cool how like She understands him on a more intimate level because he trained her as a warrior. Then we got Medusa. Now, again, what's really cool about Medusa is even though she was a villain for one arc, still liked it because, again, it was a character that challenged Wonder Woman's sacrificial like nature. Because, as you know, with that, Wonder Woman had to fight Medusa to the death. But if she looked at Medusa for even a moment, she would be turned to stone. So what did Diana do? She cut off one of Medusa's snake hair things and like squeezed the acid onto her eyes, burning her eyes, blinding her. And that would go on for like a little while, I believe, a couple of issues. And that's the era in the Rucker run where she has a blindfold on until she got the gray eyes, which I agree with Britt, look fantastic. But my point is with that, when you look at like that storyline, again, it perfectly encapsulates a component of who Diana is as a character. And that's the point of all of my selection here, my 5 villains, because each of these, it's kind of part and parcel to who Diana is. So if you want to understand, really, if you want to understand who Wonder Woman as a character, look at how she deals with each of these rogues. Now, I think that's a good place to leave it. What do you think are like the most like crucial Wonder Woman super villains? And let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, if I'm right or such. And be sure to become a member, because if you become a member, not only do you get access to this or to these a day early, you get the members only streams, members only book club, members only reading list that I compile every month. And also, because this is coming out on a Wednesday, that is the day of the trending day. So if you don't want Tom King on Wonder Woman, and if you would rather a better writer on the book, just use just tweet out the hashtags King off Wonder Woman. It should be coming across my crawling. There it is. King off Wonder Woman and hashtag Retcon Trinity. If you like Tom King's run, totally fair. Do what you want to do. I could care less. Now, if you hate King but don't like, but are like indifferent on Wonder Woman, still use the hashtag, because you could still get it's one less book he's writing. So I'm gonna go off of that. I'm gonna go end it there. Stay heroic, everyone. Remember, Lois Lane is Lois Lane. She belongs to General Zod. And Steve Trevor, Steve Never. He belongs 6 feet in the ground. Zois and Max about for life. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.